All right, everybody, here we are with our second warm-up series. You're pretty familiar with the benefits of joint mobility as part of your warm-up or as a healthy way to start your day now, since you're 3 weeks into the program. We're going to change the drills up a bit. Some of these are more rotational in nature. It's just going to change up the kind of stimulus that you're going to have when you start your warm-up. Doesn't mean you don't get to do your old warm-up if you want to mix it in, match it, however you want to, but this will be what we do for the second phase of this program. We're going to start in our tall neutral stance, so get your hip width stance, toes pointing straight ahead. Drive your chest proud by opening your palms to the front of the room. As you do that, retract your chin, get as tall as you can without arching your back. So again, keeping that front line connected, push through the middle of your feet, the arches of your feet to get as tall as you can. I'm vertically challenged, so I'm trying to grow as tall as I can, as often as I can. All right, from this position, you go ahead and take your hands across the front of your ribs to know that you don't want their back to arch. If your back arches, you'll feel these ribs move up. From here, keep the shoulders down. We're going to do neck glides, front to back. Drive your chin down and forward, and then retract your chin up and back. Think about giving yourself a double chin. Exhale forward, inhale back. Exhale forward, and inhale back. We're going to do 2 more reps. Forward, back, forward, and back. From there, we're going to go back to our lateral tilt. So take ear to shoulder on the left, bring your chin down to your chest, ear to shoulder on the right, chin up to the sky. We're going to go slow and smooth as we go through this transition, keeping those ribs down. Try not to arch your back, even as you lift your chin. Exhale through any tension. You probably feel tension as you go transition from the back to the side or from the front to the side positions. The sides are generally where you feel a lot of tension. We got 1 more revolution. We're going to stop chin to chest and go the opposite way. Left, back, right, forward. Left, back, right, forward. 3 more revolutions, all the way around, slow and smooth, taking note of where the little hitches are in the movement. It should be smooth as can be. Where do you hear little crunchies? We're going to do 1 more revolution and come back to center. Chin to chest, lift the chin up, get as tall as possible. We're going to let the hands drop now. Shake out the shoulders. We're going to do alternating scapular circles. So lift your right shoulder up to your ear, roll the right shoulder back, and press your left shoulder forward. Lift the left shoulder up, press the right shoulder forward. So now we're going to alternate. Breathe nice and easy. So you're rolling one shoulder back, the other. As you do this, make sure not to reduce the range of motion in the front position. When one's forward, one's back. When one's up, one's down. So they're alternating positions, but they're also in the opposite position, right? We're going to go the other direction. Forward, forward. Reaching back with one shoulder, forward with the opposite shoulder. Up with one shoulder, down with the opposite shoulder. Continue to alternate. Breathe easy. You might feel a little burning between your shoulder blades. That's what we want. We want these things to be coordinated and have full range of motion. All right, so now we got the scapula moving. We're going to get the whole shoulder girdle moving now. Take your right hand up and overhead. We're going to do a backstroke. So right hand up, left hand down, reach in 2 opposite directions. Now reach back, reach forward. Hold that position, reach up, reach down, reach back, reach forward. All the way through. Exhale through any tension you feel. Working to reach those fingers as far apart from each other as possible. Exhale through tension. Smile a little bit. Especially if you feel tense, smiling and exhaling is going to help you get through these drills. It's not about being tense, it's about being relaxed, about letting your body move freely. Let's go the other direction. All the way forward, all the way back. Good. Alternating circles. Chasing each other all the way around. Right hand forward, left hand forward. Give me a couple more revolutions. Exhale and smile. All right, hands down, shake out the shoulders just for a second. We're going to take our right hand up to the sky. As we take our right hand up to the sky, reach back with that right hand, keeping your chest proud, shoulder down away from the ears. Now circle behind you, keeping the elbow straight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Other side. Left hand all the way up, all the way back. Point of remote control. Drop that shoulder. Circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other direction for that 8. Now you might find this is going to be pretty tense on the front of the shoulder. Maybe feel a good stretch in the chest, maybe down the bicep. That's okay. Just make sure you don't go so far or so hard that you feel pain at all. And release that hand back. All right, we did this one in the first series. We're going to do double elbow circles. Elbows nice and tight. We're going to really feel this between our shoulder blades. Maybe a little stretch on the front of the shoulders. Just make sure not to stress them out. Elbows nice and tight, chest proud. Double back fist. Draw those knuckles back behind you, keeping the ribs down. Extend the arms, and then double back fist again. I'm going to turn to the side. Take note, ribs stay down. Exhale through tension, and then rotate through. All the way through. Exhale through the tension, and all the way back. Good. Give me one more. Awesome. We're going to go the opposite direction now. Go down, back, pinch the shoulder blades, and all the way over. Anywhere there's tension, you're exhaling through it. 2 more times. And last one. All right, we're going to get into the spine. We didn't focus on the spine as much in terms of creating motion in the first series, but this time we're going to get the spine nice and juicy. We're going to start in this drill called a gunslinger. I'm going to turn to the side again, demonstrate the drill. Think with your sternum. This is your focal point. Drive your sternum forward, chest out, elbows back. Inhale, exhale, tuck your hips under, and spread your shoulder blades apart. Trying to get a big stretch as high in between the shoulder blades as possible. Inhale, drive the chest forward. Exhale, spread the shoulder blades apart. Inhale forward. Exhale, spread them apart. Should feel really good to spread those shoulder blades apart. There's usually a lot of tension back there. Give me one more deep stretch forward, deep stretch back. Then we're going to stand tall again, hands out to the side. Think about pushing to the outside edges of your feet for stability. We don't want the hips to move on this drill. We're going to be moving our spine. So reach to the left. Good. Back to center. Reach to the right. Imagine trying to touch the wall over here. I'm projecting my energy through my fingers all the way to this far wall. Up to center, off to the side. Inhale to center, exhale to reach. Inhale to center, exhale to reach. Good job, everybody. Keep it going nice and steady. Keep those hips stable and move the spine. All right, good. For there, it's kind of this lateral glide. We're going to do lateral flexion. We're going to reach up and over one side, down and across the other. So think right hand up, left hand down, little robot kind of action with the arms. You're going to flex your spine to the left and reach in 2 opposite directions, trying to get the arms straight. Reach through the fingertips up and fingertips down. Back, switch, and off to the other side. Reaching from fingertip to fingertip, 2 opposite directions. Back in the center. Exhale through the stretch. Good. Good. Give me a couple more reps. We tend to be tight up and down the sides of our body, so this is what the big recurring theme of this series of mobility drills are. Little rotation, a lot of lateral work. Moving up and down the sides of the body, releasing tension there. We're going to be more dynamic in our exercise selection through these next 3 weeks. More dynamic in the sense that there's going to be more variables, a little less basics. All right, and release. All right, now we're going to get in the hips. Last time we worked on our hinge. This time, we're going to be doing a slight offset hinge using the outside of the hips. So open up your feet just a smidge. This is about shoulder width stance. Turn your toes in slightly. Soften your knees. All right, and now we're going to think about taking the outside of our butt to the back corner of the room, keeping our chest up. All the way up. Squeeze your butt at the top. Hip out to the side, reaching to the outside of the room. All the way up and back and out to the side. Inhale, exhale out. Good. Chest stays proud. Think elbows pull back just a little bit. Good. That's 3 on each side. We'll give me 2 more on each side. Hip out as far as you can and up. Hip out as far as you can and up. Last one. Exhale into that hip and exhale into that hip. All right, now we're going to keep working the hips, but we're going to work the knees and the hips together. This is called a hacky sack drill. I don't know if I'm dating myself, but I remember playing with hacky sacks back in the day. I don't see them anymore these days. We're going to plant our left foot down on the ground firm. So push down into that foot. Our right heel is going to line up with our left toe and just plant itself on the ground for stability. Now we're going to lift that right heel up the seam of our left thigh, point the right toe forward, and drive the right knee out. Good. Push the heel down to the ground again. Now we're going to take that knee across the front of the opposite thigh, and again, point that toe forward. Down to touch, up and in, down to touch, up and out. Down to touch, up and in, down to touch, up and out. We've got 2 more on this side. Then we're going to have to even out the work to make sure we get the other leg too. Last one. Down and in. All right, right foot down, heavy on that right foot. We're going to do the same thing on the left. So all the weight's on the right foot, heel of the left foot in line with the right toe. Plant that down for stability. Up the seam of the thigh, knee out, toe forward. Down, knee across the midline, try to point that left toe forward. Down, in, down, out. Down, in, down, out. Give me 3 more. Exhale. Exhale. Good. 2 more. Last one. All right, now we're going to get down to the ground. We're going to keep that wrist prep series a constant. Since we're on our hands for all of our push-ups and other ground-based movements, really important to keep the wrists healthy. So let's go ahead and engage the ground. Step back, place your hands on the ground, and I'm going to turn to the side just so you can see again the intention of this. Splay your fingers out wide, middle fingers pointing straight ahead. Plant them down, keep your chest proud, so don't let your shoulders roll down or lift to your ears. Chest proud, rock back to your heels, and an exhale as you drive your head forward, kind of like a battering ram. See how far you can go with your wrists, your palms planted firmly on the ground, and elbows straight. Rock back, inhale, rock forward, exhale to the tension that you can withstand without feeling like you're going to be injuring yourself. We don't want to make your wrists angry. We're trying to coax them into granting us gradually more and more range of motion. Inhale back, exhale forward. One more time. Inhale back, keep that chest proud, and exhale forward. Awesome. From there, we're just going to bring our knees closer to our hands, and we'll keep our hands close to our knees as we turn and put our fingertips pointing back towards our knees. Fingertips start to roll down to the base of your fingers, keeping your palms up, and then try to roll smoothly back to the tips of your fingers. Exhale into the tension as you get your fingers to roll down. Inhale as you rock back, bringing your heels towards your butt. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. We're going to do 1 more of these. If your hands are really tight, this is so good for you. If you work in an office or if you do a lot of strength training, we need to get those hands to release to keep the wrists healthy. Also great for the elbows. Now, if we're in a push-up-like position here, hands close to knees, we're going to take our right hand, place the back of the hand on the ground, palm up towards you, fingertips pointing back to your midline. You're going to take your left hand, anchored across that hand, drive your chest proud, and then rotate the elbow pit forward and release. I'm going to turn to the camera so you get a better perspective on that. Anchor, shoulders down, elbow pit forward, and release. So when we go elbow pit forward, that's when you exhale because that's where the tension is. And then release. Give me 3 more on this side. Exhale and release. As you feel more comfortable, you can press the back of the hand into the ground as you rotate forward. That's going to increase the amount of tension you feel and also the amount of tension you release. But you have to do it with an exhale and only as much as your body can withstand. Let's go to the other side. Back of the left hand down, anchor it down, chest out, rotate the elbow pit forward and release. Elbow pit forward and release out. That's 3. Exhale. 4. 2 more. 5. And last one. 6. Last but not least, we're going to go ahead and get into a kneeling hip flexor series. So I'm going to step forward with my left foot and try to find a nice track where I can get this rear knee underneath my hip, underneath my shoulders. Okay, chest is proud. I'm gonna tuck my pelvis under. So tuck your hips under, just like we were doing in our plank series in the first 3 weeks. This is a recurring theme, closing the gap between your ribs and your pelvis. Inhale your chest up, exhale, and drive that left knee forward, pulling your rear hip open. You only want to go as far as you don't arch your back. So keep that constant tension on the front of the hip, front of the abdomen. Now we're going to push back, try to straddle that front foot. Notice you probably run out of room here, so you can move that rear leg back a little bit so you can extend that front leg fully, pulling the toes back towards your chin. Good. Plant that foot down again. Chest up, ribs down. Drive that front knee forward, open up that hip. Pull back, get the hamstring, chest out, pull your butt back away from the heel. Now flatten that foot, chest up, and open up the front of that hip. We're going to go ahead and do the other side. So just 3 reps on this drill. Find that same position. Chest proud, hips tucked under. Drive that right knee forward. Feel that stretch on that rear hip. Pull back and pull the toes back to your chin. If you need to wiggle this foot out for a little more room, go ahead and make that adjustment now, and then keep it consistent for the next 2 reps. Drive the hip forward and open, straddle, pull the toe back, pull the butt back in the same line. Last one. Good, and back. Okay, now we're going to vary our hip flexor series up just a little bit with a couple angular variations. So let's go ahead and get the left foot forward again. Hips tucked under, chest proud. Now, we're in a hip width configuration, our feet, just like when we were standing. But this time, instead of driving the knee straight forward, this front knee is going to drive out towards your pinky toe, past your pinky toe. This is going to pull our hips in an angle. You're going to feel the inside of this rear hip stretch. So stack your shoulders over hips, lock down that front line. Exhale, drive that knee out. Wow, that's a little different. And then push back, get the hips back, retract, tuck under, exhale, drive that knee out. We're just gonna do 3 reps of these. Push back and push out. All right, we're gonna add 1 more angular variation. Now, the foot, instead of putting forward, we're gonna angle from this rear knee to heel to toe in a 45-degree line. Still, ribs down, chest proud, driving that knee in line with the toes this time, opening up that rear hip and back. 2 more times. Exhale into that tension. Sink those hips down. Try not to arch your back at all. Last one. Awesome. Same thing on the other side. We got to even everything out. All right, so lock in that hip, tuck under. First, we're not going to drive the knee forward. This time, we're going to go out at an angle past our pinky toe. So chest up, lock in, drive that front knee out, drag that rear hip open. Again, you're going to get it on the inside of that rear hip and back. I'm going to move this foot out just a smidge, see if I can get a better track there. Chest up, drive that knee out. Ah, that's where the ticket was. So don't be afraid to make little adjustments if something feels a little off. Last time, drive that knee out, drive that hip in towards the inside of this rear heel, and release back. Now, we're going to go out at that 45, toes pointing out. The knee's going to go towards the big toe or second toe. Chest proud, lock in that front line. Exhale, open up that rear hip. All right, here we go. 2 more times. Inhale back, exhale forward. Good. Inhale back and exhale forward. All right, that's our kneeling hip flexor series. Let's go ahead and stand up strong. Put that right foot right in front of you. Weight on that right foot. Push through that right foot. Stand up, proud and strong. Be proud of the postural work that you just put in. Reinforce that posture right now. Chest proud, shoulders back, chin back, tall. Working towards growing as tall as you can. And know that you prepped yourself well for whatever's to come today, whether that's your workout or a hard work day. All right, team. You know how we roll. Time to pay it back into your body with your decompression cool down. You know you got to be focused on your recovery if you want to keep progressing through this program and even well after. So let's get down to the ground. We're going to work on a straddle position first and foremost. So you're going to sit down on your bottom, spread your legs out wide. You're going to take your hands behind your butt, facing out and back. First things first, if your shoulders are rolled forward, drive your chest proud, drive your palms down. Now what we're going to do is go through 3 steps to amplify this stretch. If you're already tight, it's gonna get tighter, okay? Push your hands down, lift your chest, lift your hips, and drive your hips a little bit further forward. Keep your chest proud, get your hands closer to your butt again. We're gonna go through it again. Drive the hands down, lift your hips, push your hips forward. Ooh, that's getting tighter. One more time. Drive those hands down, lift your hips slightly, push forward. So this works better if you're on a carpet or some type of smooth surface, right? Now we're gonna take our hands in front of us, palms forward. Now imagine pushing into a wall in front of you, keeping your chest proud, chest up. You should find end range to your adductors, these tight muscles on the inside of your thighs. Just find out where that end range is. Now tense up those muscles on the inside of your thighs. Maybe push your heels down into the ground a little bit to tense up your thighs. Exhale, and then push further forward. That exhale means release some tension there. All right, tense up again. 3, 2, 1, exhale, push. Good, one more time. Tense up, 3, 2, 1, exhale, push. Go ahead and bring your chin towards your chest and flex your spine. Relax into the center of your feet. Good, pull your hands back, push yourself up. You're gonna take your right foot, fold it into your left thigh, this half butterfly position. Now your left hand's gonna stay passive here. You're gonna take your right hand and reach across your body as far as you can. Now, some of you might be able to reach your foot, and comfortably so. Some of you might need to grab your calf or ankle. Whatever you can grab a hold of firmly is what I want you to work with. So the key here is we're gonna flex our spine, bring our chin towards our chest, forehead towards our knee, and then pull back on whatever you're grabbing on, trying to get a good stretch in the back of that right shoulder blade. Maybe into your spine as well. Big deep breath. Exhale. Nice stretch. Now we're gonna take our left hand and get it in on the action. Whatever you can grab with your left hand, whether it's your ankles, your calves, whatever you got. I'm gonna demo from my ankle and calf area just so you can see. Pinch your elbows in tight, okay? Pull yourself down. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, bring your forehead down towards it and pull with your arms. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, pull a little bit deeper. Last time, inhale, exhale. Now we're gonna stay nice and compressed. Bring your left arm inside of your left thigh. Take your index finger and try to hook it underneath your Achilles, right behind your ankle. This is a lever now. We're gonna push this elbow into the thigh. Watch what happens when I push. I push and my torso turns. Wow, I start getting a big stretch up and down my right side of my body. This is awesome. This is so tight for most of us. Now imagine I'm drawing a bow pointing down to the ground. I'm gonna draw my right elbow up, reach up to the sky, look at my fingers. Drive that left elbow into my thigh, keep reaching up, and then over my ear towards my big toe. Ooh, wow. Keep pushing into that left thigh. Keep reaching out through those fingertips. Big inhale, exhale, big reach. Good, and sweep down to the midline. Release up to seated position. We're gonna switch sides. Left foot inside the right thigh extended, right leg extended. Left hand's gonna reach across my body. Oh, that side's tighter. That might be the case, right? So whatever you can grab, maybe I'll just grab this side, my ankle, okay? I'm gonna bring my forehead down towards my knee, pull with my arm, and feel that stretch in my shoulder blade. Good, deep breath. Try to deepen that stretch. Again. Good. Get my right hand down in the action now. Maybe I can use that as a lever to reach further with my left hand. If that's the case, that's awesome. Whatever I'm grabbing, again, I'll demo the shorter lever version because this might be more accessible to a lot of people. I'm gonna grab my calf or ankle, bring my elbows in towards each other, use that as a lever to pull using my upper body. Inhale, the chest up. Exhale, forehead down. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, and pull a little bit deeper. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, and hold. I'm gonna take my right arm inside my right thigh, try to hook the inside of my ankle again. This is a lever, so we're gonna push the elbow into the thigh, rotate the left elbow up to the sky, reach up through those fingertips, keep pushing to rotate the left shoulder back, reach up through the fingertips higher, and then over my ear towards my big toe. Ooh, that is tight. Okay, inhale, exhale, reach a little bit further, push a little bit harder into the thigh. Again, deep breath, and release. All right. Now we're going to get into a seated twist. Both legs forward. Seated tall and proud. Take your left leg over your right. Try to get it past your knee as high as you can. This knee and this shoulder are best friends. Let's get them closer together. Hook your right elbow around your shin as tight and high as you can. Pull as hard as you can towards the right shoulder, and then lift your chest as high as you can to get tall, like a flower reaching up towards the sun, right? Extend every vertebra up towards the sky. That should really intensify the stretch in this left hip. You should feel it there. Good. Breathe into it. Exhale, pull and reach. Good. We're going to take this left hand, reach up and back behind us. Plant it on the ground, kind of like we do in our tripods or table series. Take our right elbow across the thigh, lift the chest, exhale, belly button past your thigh, chest open, and then head last. Inhale, chest forward, exhale, nice deep rotations. Inhale, chest forward, exhale, nice deep rotation. Good, release back to center. We're gonna go ahead and switch legs. Right leg over left thigh. Left elbow around right knee. Pull right knee to left shoulder hard with your upper body. Grow tall towards the sun. Nice and strong. Inhale, exhale, pull and lengthen. Right hand back, plant it down. Left arm across the knee. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, belly button past thigh. Chest open to the side, head last. Good. From there, inhale, chest forward. Exhale, rotate more. Each exhalation going a little bit deeper. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, rotate from the base to your eyes. Good. Back to center. From there, we're going to get into our hip flexor series. So let's go ahead and get to a half kneeling posture. Should be familiar with this. We've been doing stuff like this for the whole program. Knee under hip under shoulder. Hips tucked under. Chest proud. We're going to keep this locked down as we push that left knee forward. Nice. Now we're going to add an isometric. Push this rear shin into the earth. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Release that hip. If this foot needs to move a little further forward, you go ahead and let it do that. Good. Push that rear shin down. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Release. One more time. Shin down through the earth. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Release. Good. And back. Now, don't change your position. We're going to do the same foot position, but angle this knee out and get a different angular stretch, okay? So chest, shoulders back over hips, ribs down, angle this knee out, bring your hips towards the heel. This is going to stretch the inside of this hip a little bit more. Press that rear shin down. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, sink. Again, push down. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, sink. Keep the ribs down, front line connected. Last one. And sink. Good. Push back. We're going to go to 45. Now we're going to push this knee towards the second big toe and second toe. Find the end range. Push down. 3, 2, 1. Sink. Reclaim position. Push down. Exhale. Sink. Last one. Push. And sink. Great. Let's go ahead and switch to the other side. So, chest proud, ribs tucked, ribs in, pelvis tucked under. Push that knee. Feel that stretch. Push that rear shin down. 3, 2, 1. Sink. Good. Reclaim position. Push down. 3, 2, 1. Sink. Last one. Push. 3, 2, 1. Sink. Good stretch. Push back to release the tension. Keep your foot where it's at. This time we're angling the knee out, bringing the hips towards the inside of this ankle. Chest up, ribs down, shoulders back, hips tucked under. Drive that knee out. Feel that stretch on the inside of this hip this time. Push down. 3, 2, 1. sink. Push down. 3, 2, 1, sink. Last one. 3, 2, 1, and sink. Nice. Push back. We're going to angle out at a 45. Knee drives towards the toes. Push out. Good. Push down through that rear shin. 3, 2, 1, sink. Good. 2 more times. Push down through the rear shin. 3, 2, 1, sink. Last time. 3, 2, 1, sink. Good stretch. All right, hands down on all fours. You're going to take your left foot up next to your left hand. Marry the knee to your shoulder. Okay? Extend that rear leg as far as you can. Drive your chest up and out. Hips forward. Just nice stretch on the front of the body. Might feel it in the back of this bended knee. Good. Push back. Try to keep your chest out. Try to lock out this leg if you can. And rock forward. Good. 2 more times. Back and forward. Chest out, hips in. Last time. Back and forward. This time, reach forward with your left hand. Widen out your right hand a little bit for stability. Bend the left elbow inside the left thigh, keeping your chest proud. Drop your chest as low as you can control, keeping your spine long and chest proud. See how low can you go. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Drop a little bit deeper. Don't flex your spine. Don't get looking down at your belly button. Keep your chest out. Again, inhale. Exhale. Good. Hands down. Push back. Butt to heels. Step up with your right foot. Knee and shoulder in contact. Back hip extended. Drive the hips forward, chest out. Good. Push back for 1. Forward. Back for 2. Forward. Last one. Back for 3. Forward. Reach forward with the right hand. Bend the elbow inside of the shin of the right leg. Use the left arm for stability. Push-up position. Chest proud. Exhale and see how low you can drop your chest without flexing your spine. Keep your chest out. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Hands down. Walk your right foot back. Rock back. And then walk your feet up towards your hands, in between your hands. Belly resting on thighs for a forward fold position. I want the top of your head hanging down towards the ground, so no looking up once you know what you're doing. Maybe for the first time you watch the video, you got to figure out what's going on. But after that, it's really important to let your head relax to get the benefit of this. Big deep breath, exhale, feel the mid-back decompress. Now act like you got a high heel on your right foot, lift that heel, drive the left heel down. Switch. Push the right heel down and back. Switch. You should feel this big stretch up and down your left leg right now. Now right heel down, big stretch up and down the right hip. Good. Both feet down, wiggle them together. You're going to take your forearms and hide as much of your forearms behind your calves as possible. Grab your ankles or calves. Nice and firm with your hands. Inhale. Exhale. Pull yourself into your thighs as hard as you can. Use all the strength of your upper body. Make it hard to breathe because your knees are compressing into your chest. Good. Use that upper body strength constantly, and now start to use your lower body strength to push your heels into the ground. Lift your hips as high as you can. Pull with your upper body. Push with your lower body. Good. Shift your weight slightly to your toes and push a little bit higher. You're almost there. Keep working. Keep pulling. Keep pushing. Good, and release. Fingers drift in front of your toes. Mid-back relaxed. Head hanging heavy. Let your knees push forward. Tuck your pelvis under. Roll back up to standing, one vertebra at a time. Chest lifts. Chin still on chest. Chin lifts. Shoulders down and back. Inhale your hands up and overhead. Good. From here, clasp the hands. Squeeze your butt. Squeeze your thighs together. Squeeze your butt. Open up the front of your hips. Now, I don't want you to think about bending back. I want you to reach up and slightly back as you extend the hips a little bit further, pushing into the ground with your midfoot and to your toes. Keep trying to lengthen the front of your body. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Don't bend back. Lengthen the front. Stretch it. 3, 2, 1. Nice and tall. Exhale the hands down and out. And give yourself a hand. You just paid it back into your body. You're going to recover better, be more ready for the next session.